I'll do anything.
Right.
Legal and ethical and honest.
Of course.
I'm competing because I've been wronged and maliciously accused of things I didn't do. I'm fighting back.
So, Governor, you have a hell of a lot of guts, I have to tell you that. I have friends where things have happened to them. They crawl into a corner, they die. You're out there punching, so I respect that.
I appreciate that. I was thinking how nice it was to be able to be part of this sort of healthy camaraderie between a bunch of guys who are now on the same team. Coming out of politics and government, it's a whole new experience. I'll tell you the way you guys think, I should have had you guys on us in politics.
See, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
First thing I would have told you like this, hang up the phone.
Getting...
Hang up the phone. Rob, hang up the phone, man. Call me from the payphone. Brothers know, call me from the payphone. Man, what's that clicking? Rob Blagojevich, he's the elephant in the room. There's got to be something you want people to know about you. You must have some information that the rest of the world doesn't have for you to put yourself out there like that.
Governor, what's going to be your team name?
Rock solid.
Rock solid, okay. I like tenacity better, but, you know, that's okay.
This gets me like a yarmulke.
I'm happy to cut it if you show me how.
Yeah. The only rule is that you've got to get it in pieces that'll fit down that hole. It was pretty funny to have the former governor of Illinois to be my sous chef. Rod in his little chef hat, you know, it was a sight to behold. I don't think I'll ever have that image out of my mind.
You wanted 100 of these. I didn't cook it all when I was the governor. I was cooking up results for people, right?
Make sure that you have this so it doesn't go through.
I see.
Write the food on the top.
Gotcha.
The drinks on the bottom.
Okay.
Okay?
I used to be the governor of the 5th largest state in America. Now I'm serving tables, and it's a great chance to get reconnected with men and women who every single day work across our country in restaurants. They work real hard, and sometimes we take them for granted. Then what happens?
You keep this, because you're going to eventually give this to the customer.
Yep.
You give that to the kitchen.
Gotcha. In some ways, this is just another form of public service. And so I'm looking forward to getting a chance to serve the people who come to this restaurant and do the best I can so they can get the best service they deserve. Want me to practice on you?
Here, show me how it works.
Okay. What would you like, sir?
I'll have the grilled turkey sandwich with fries.
Okay. Grilled turkey sandwich with fries.
And think about it. How many people have Blagojevich taking your order? I'm innocent, I swear. I'll tell you later. I'll bring you dessert. So, there's nothing like that, man.
So, pretty much it.
That's it, man.
I'm ready. Ron Blagojevich, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I didn't do those things, by the way. I'm here to serve.
How much is the salad?
How much is a salad? Some of the customers saw the menu and felt that they couldn't afford it. That's not unreasonable, after all. You walk into a diner and all of a sudden, whoa, it's $100. That's enough to cause a lot of people concern. Hi. Nice to meet you. Innocent of all charges. Hello. Pleasure meeting you.
A jury of 12 angry men will decide that.
It's nice of you to come in.
Nice to
Congratulations
meet
on your great career, buddy.
Thank you very much. Congratulations on your great career.
Yeah, well, it's in the wilderness right now.
It doesn't
But
matter.
get better.
Blagojevich, well, he's a politician. He can't stop being a politician.
He tips in the political wall.
Yeah, stay out of it.
This game is not about politics. This game is not about proving your innocence. This game is about playing this game and winning the task.
That's for Joan Rivers.
Well, someone's lying, and it ain't me, you know? And they took a governor out of office who was elected by the people. Okay, they stole me away from the people who hired me. The truth's on those tapes. I should probably not talk about that right there, but...
What's going on with this burger here, guys?
Look, when I was governor in back-to-back years, they went to the playoffs. That never happened since 1908. That's true. I took credit for that. Then they threw me out of office.
Men's team, very slow service. Blagojevich couldn't get it together. If he ran a state, nothing could get done. God forbid you be waiting for him to commute a death sentence.
Governor, who raised the most money?
Daryl seemed to have done a very good job getting people to come in. Bill had a close friend of his who was extremely generous. And I know Michael had somebody.
Did you raise money, or did you feel it was a conflict?
I'm in an unusual position. When I come calling for money these days, someone else is listening, and people on the other end know they are. No, I had a
I gotta say, you have a lot of guts.
He does.
He does, right?
Yeah.
Daryl,
Yeah.
you have to hand it to
Proud
this
of him, too.
He's got a lot of guts.
Yes.
Let me say, if I could, I was the CEO of the 5th biggest state in America, 57,000 employees, a budget of about $60 billion, almost as big as the budgets you work with, Donald. He did a great job. It was surprising that a guy in the rock business that would work in a collaborative way with his other teammates and position us so we play to our strengths. And
So you've always served people. Would you say being a waiter, you were really focused on being a waiter? It was sort of an interesting experience for yourself?
You know, I did that when I was coming up, and now that I've gone down, I'm doing that as I'm coming up again. But it is a form of public service, and it makes you appreciate the hard work of waitresses and waiters. And so, yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. I was glad to have had a chance to do it.
Good. The food that she was served in the men's diner, let's call it, was cold. Very good, but absolutely cold. And Joan told me, honestly, that it was the governor's fault. That he got the food, and then he started talking to a lot of people. Does that make sense to you, Curtis? And by the time the food got there, it was cold.
I'm very surprised that it was cold, because when I served it, it was hot. And, you know, as a chef, you lose sight of the food when it goes out into the dining room, and as the server, you don't know.
Rod, did you start talking to people before you brought her the food? A little bit proclaiming your innocence. But did you start talking to people about, you know, the trials and tribulations?
I introduced myself to her because it was fascinating to see her.
Right. But didn't you stop and speak to some people on the way to see Joan?
Possibly, I don't really specifically recall, but I don't know that
Well,
the
if
issue...
you lose, it possibly could have a big impact on what happens.
Right. I don't recall that there was a problem talking to people other than trying to sort out what they needed, because it was never ending. It was non-stopping. And there were a lot of customers, fortunately, that needed attention.
Okay, so it's the moment of truth. The quality of food doesn't matter. Nothing matters except the money, right? So, Don, let me ask you, how did the women's team do? How much did they raise?
Well, between food sales and tips, they raised a total of $29,559.
When you add in the Joan Rivers $10,000, you're at $39,559.
Okay, that's not bad.
Pretty good.
3 hours? That was
That's pretty good. Ivanka, how did the men's team do?
The men's team, rock solid, raised $57,905 for the first win.
Can I say swoosh?
Yes.
Swoosh.
That's
My
pretty good.
brothers. My brothers.
Well, fellas,
Good
that's pretty
band.
good,
Yes.
huh? So that's 97,000. Actually, it's a little more than 97,000, Brett. Somebody has to go. It's not fair. And the only thing I can say is most of the members of the team felt that Carol should go, and therefore I have no choice. Carol, you're fired.